The Lakers lose in an overtime game to the Sacramento Kings, 132-125. Can't blame AD for this game. AD had a pretty dominant game this game. I don't think he had too much to do in the fourth. I don't think he did anything in the fourth, but for the rest of the game, he was pretty dominant. But it's looking like the Lakers, all the offseason moves they've made, signing Taurean Prince might have been the best move they made because he's been the third best player behind AD and LeBron James. He's been single-handedly keeping them in these games with his hot shooting from the three-point line. Austin Reeves and D'Lo are not having a good start to the season so far. Austin Reeves is getting picked on the defensive side. You have these guards going straight at him. De'Aaron Fox is cooking him for the majority of the game. Rui, he hasn't done much coming off the bench. And really, the game was kind of only close for like two reasons. Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox was in foul trouble for most of the game. Sabonis actually fouled out. And then you had De'Aaron Fox go out with that ankle injury, rolling his ankle on, I don't know whose foot. He stepped on somebody's foot and rolled his ankle. And then went back to the locker room. Came back out, had a little flurry. I guess that was adrenaline pumping. And I think he went right back out or he fouled out, one of the two. But he didn't play for the last 3 minutes. And he didn't play in overtime. So I'm guessing he might have fouled out. But Monk took over. Monk had a little flurry where he was making threes and getting layups and getting free throws. But when you go to the overtime, Kevin Huerter took over. He made like 2 or 3 3-pointers to give them a big lead and coast on through for the rest of the game. But as far as the Lakers go, I'm seeing a trend with them starting these games off slow, playing from behind, making a run in the third quarter, and then having these dog fights in the fourth quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, you got LeBron trying to play hero ball in the fourth quarter, trying to take threes and drive to the basket. I'm guessing he conserving his energy for the fourth quarter just in case these games are close. Because I haven't seen them like with a real big lead so far this season. But that's not going to work because already he's going back on that minutes restriction they quote unquote had him on in the beginning of the season, the first game of the season. They was talking about this minutes restriction. He was talking about, well, that's the plan, I did well the minutes I was out to see how long that worked. But now they 1-2 on the season, and you got a back-to-back with Orlando coming up, so I don't know how they're going to play that one. Is he going? Are they going to blow Orlando out? Because Orlando's not looking like they're going to be the same Orlando team that you can just count and win on like you did last season. But the thing I wanted to hit on is the media tomorrow going to talk about the 8 turnovers LeBron had? Because when it was Russell Westbrook, they had everything to say about his turnovers, like he was the sole reason why the Lakers kept losing all these games. And it was after they shipped him out, they won all the games because they didn't have that cancer or quote unquote vampire in the locker room anymore. But LeBron had another 5+ turnover game. They didn't talk about it last game, but he had a good stat line, 27-15, but I don't think anybody's going to talk about those 8 turnovers he had. And then I don't think, they pretty much are going to bring up, I can guarantee they're going to bring up De'Aaron Fox cooking D'Lo and Austin Reeves for like 39 points. But I don't think they're going to bring up those 8 turnovers LeBron had. We'll see tomorrow, though.